At my signal, unleash hell.
As always, thanks for stopping by. As a quick reminder, I just want to let you know there are two reasons why this channel is possible. One, Visa credit cards and a healthy dose of credit card debt. And then number two, not telling my wife how much these reels actually cost. On the topic of reels, today we're talking about the new Penn Authority. And at first glance, one might think, what, if any, difference is there between the brand new, sexy looking Penn Authority and the battle-proven Penn Slammer 4 series? Well, we got to answer two questions. One, what has been upgraded on the new Penn Authority over the Slammer 4 series? And two, is it really worth the extra $240 to invest in the Authority versus the Slammer? Now, as always, I completely tore down this reel so you don't have to, and so that you can be better informed as to what your hard-earned money is going into when it comes to purchasing this very economical and affordable reel at only $500. Now, this is the internet, so I have to explain to some of you that that was a joke. $500 is an astronomical amount of money to pay for a spinning reel. There are far better values at a much cheaper price. Now, the only reason I bought this reel is because I happen to run a YouTube channel that spends a lot of time reviewing fishing reels. Now, to get back on topic, the Penn Authority may look like a glorified slammer. You may be like, how on earth is this $240 more than this? But a lot has actually changed with the new Penn Authority, and it's quite impressive. I'm not going to waste any time going over the cosmetic features of the Penn Authority. The Authority is a beautiful reel, and you can observe all the styling changes over the Slammer by simply going down to your local tackle shop and looking at one in person, or just going online and looking at a side-by-side comparison. The most interesting upgrade, in my humble opinion, is how Penn modified the gear train inside the new Authority. By adding an extra gear, Penn reduced the speed of the crosswind gear and block, which can only be part of their new level line slow oscillation system. In other words, the spool moves up and down slower, providing better line lay in theory. This new gear train provides a 3-to-1 ratio, whereas the Slammers only have a 2-to-1 ratio with respect to their crosswind gears. In layman's terms, the Slammer spools oscillate faster, giving them a worse line lay in theory. Looking at the line lay on all three spools, all of which have been used heavily, I can't really tell a difference. All three work and look just fine to me. The main drive gear now is much larger and includes lightning holes. The main gear looks of exceptional quality and is stainless steel. It does look better than the Slammers. The Slammer 4 utilizes brass, and the DX model uses stainless as well. But like I said, it doesn't look as sharp. Stainless steel is very hard on machining equipment and difficult to manufacture relative to softer materials such as aluminum and brass. This obviously reflects in the price of the Penn Authority. Now, we went from the most interesting to now probably the most significant upgrade would be all the seals in the Authority. There is a metric crap ton of seals in this reel. This is now the IPX8 system, ensuring that no water will reach the internals even if submerged. The Slammers have fewer seals and is the legacy IPX6 system. Despite all these seals, I've been pleasantly surprised by how smooth the Authority is. It gives good retrieve just like the Slammers. Over the long haul though, I'm a bit concerned about all these seals and the supporting infrastructure. This makes the reel infinitely more complex than battle-proven reels in the Penn lineup that are much cheaper. For example, I have Fierces in battles with 7+ years of duty and they're still trucking. They don't need all these seals. Few, if any, seals are needed. That said, don't be scared to get this reel wet. Now, on the topic of seals, the line roller assembly has been significantly enlarged and upgraded to accommodate the housing of the seals. The Slammers are absent in this front. These seals are more important to the Authority because it now has two bearings to protect in the line roller. Slammers have one with a plastic bushing. The Authority line roller screws are much different now as well. If you look at the screws of the Penn Authority, they're the, I guess, the new hexagonal or star, like the new star bits, whereas the Slammers are your more conventional Phillips and flathead. Yet another major upgrade is the fact that the Authority has more bearings than the Slammers with a grand total of 13. The DX has 10 and the regular 4 has 9. From an overall functionality standpoint, you really can't tell much of a difference based on the bearing counts. However, a bearing has been added to the pinion gear seat, which makes the whole pinion pack and main shaft very tight. So the whole pinion pack assembly is now much tighter. I have to say this is a nice feature. A very interesting bearing placement is the one they snuck behind the crosswind gear. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Was this meant to offset the drag of an extra reduction gear that was installed, or was it for the great bearing count arms race? We may never know. In conclusion, the Penn Authority is very much a different reel than the Penn Slammers. However, they do carry over much of the legacy of the Slammers into the Authority, obviously. Now here's the worst part of the video, my humble opinion. 99% of those who fish don't need a Penn Authority to catch fish, and honestly, their money is better served elsewhere. However, that 1%, which is made up of fanatics, rich people, and YouTube reviewers, welcome the innovation from Penn. Because of each new top-of-the-line reel, this pushes the technology goalposts even further. And with time, the lower-end reels are elevated and dragged up with them. Just look at the new Penn Pursuit 4. Over 7 years ago, that was kind of a not-so-good reel. I actually had a Jack Crevalle absolutely shred the drag system on an old Pursuit 4. Now it features the awesome HT100 carbon drag washers. It used to be that the carbon fiber drag washers were for the top of the line reels. Now it is quickly becoming the gold standard, and that is why we have very expensive products such as the Penn Authority. It's moving the goalposts further, and people that can go out and buy one and appreciate one of these and make this a financial priority, they're helping move the goalposts for the budget and cheaper end reels and move it further to the right and give us all better products. As always, thanks for stopping by. I hope you've gained a pretty good perspective on Penn and their new fantastic Authority. You're never gonna catch a fish watching my video, so make sure you get out, you go fishing. As always, thanks for stopping by. See you all later.